for all my life. They say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proving right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga.
Boom. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Yo, what's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast with your boy Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Y'all know what it is, man. Stop playing with me out there. Come on, y'all know what it is. It's Friday on the Rize Podcast. How y'all feeling, man? Oh, yo. Excuse me. I don't know about y'all, man, but this was a long, dragged out week for me, man. The commuting back and forth and everything. But nevertheless, glad y'all here with me in the chat. Appreciate everybody that always comes over and support the channel. We can't do it without you guys, man. We're going to stay on the sidewalk. We're going to keep pounding until God open up that big door. And when the time is right, the opportunity, man, and we're going to keep pushing. How y'all doing, all the family in the chat? Do me a favor, make sure y'all smash that like button on the way in. All right. Let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ. 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Famer. Baltimore's own GTD Promotions. Redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out www.kenichibad.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Make sure y'all go over to that page, man. Birthdays coming up. Holidays. Get them a pair of them Kenichi bags. They fire, man. They light up. I don't even really, to be honest, I even hate wearing mine. That's how nice they is. But I think I'm going to start wearing them. But the only thing, you can't leave them at the gym. You won't have them. And shout out to www.NarslipGallery.org. Go over to Damari's page. Use code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. R.I.P. to John Boy. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Van George Williams Jr. Shout out to Richie Baby for the intro and the edits. Oh, man. Shout out to www.miakillerb.com. She fighting tomorrow night. The time is here. Put up or shut up. Shout out the Bad Girls Promotion featuring Miss Nikki, aka Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Brandy. Shout out to EOE, Education Over Everything, my brother movement. Shout out to Four Corners Boxing featuring Maurice and Jenny Jones. Go over there every Wednesday night to 15 rounds of boxing. Support them in their podcast journey. Shout out to Just Do Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News, B&B Boxing News for the fire hat. Appreciate you, chat. Shout out to Ayo Clothing Line, Pro Soul Boxing Gear, and Clothing Line, Richie Threads, Under Armour. Thanks for all that you do. Go over to the RizePodcast.com. Get your merch. Help support. Get your Smoothie King shirts, y'all. Right back at y'all. What another one. And don't forget to go down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your Shirley's Essentials 12 rolls for $7. I repeat, 12 rolls for $7. Coach Calvin and Kenny Wade, which they're in the ATL, about to step up in the ring tomorrow night, making their awaited return as the head trainers in the corner. Can't wait to see how they work their magic together. Yeah, God is good, man. Definitely, man. So keep them in their prayers, in your prayers, in their travel and their venture while they down there in the ATL. Watch over them. Shout out to Miss Yaya, Miss Mona, Cal Coolett, Aunt McQueen, Miss Cheryl Whitley, everybody who follow us and sponsor the Rize Podcast. Last but not least, the official gear of boxing. All the fighters wearing it. Y'all can say it with me in the chat. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Box. Raw. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? I'm going to tell you, man. Any sport, though, like I say, any sport, it's a lot of work. But combat sports, you got to really send your body do a whole bunch, man. And recovery is important and essential. Recovery. You got to have that recovery. Let me go over here, holler at everybody in the chat. Melody Queen 27, what it do? D, what it do? God bless. Tawu Aqua Kabutu. Ace is the place of the helping hardware store. God bless. Eon BS. Abdul Malik. God bless. Smash that like button coming in. Stretched Out Boxing. God bless you and your family. Brooklyn BZ. What it do? Kareem Hassan. What it do? All right. Can't stop. Can't forget the song on Denver. I changed my name. Is that Can't Stop Uncle E? Old name? Eon BS. How y'all feeling tonight, man? Yeah, man. So, you know, it's the fights coming up. Winston. Oh, okay. Can't stop. Yeah. I feel I'm digging on you. You digging on me. He digging on me. Girl, I can't stop. I can't stop. I feel, yeah, in the building. Can't stop. Ron the Dawn. Yeah. Let's come on up in here, y'all. Come on up in here. Winston McFarlane. What it do? Man, I'm glad y'all made it. If y'all on here, that means y'all made another week safely. God bless us to make it to see another week. Definitely, man. Yeah. Appreciate you, champ. Eon BS, formerly the artist known. You already know. Yeah, man. Who y'all like? Fight week. We got me and Killer B making our way to return to the ring. H2O and the Vargas, one of the Vargas boys. I think it's Emilio or one of them. The Vargas boys. Yeah, who y'all picks this weekend? And it's open forum, man. Whatever y'all want to rap about tonight, it's free. Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday. Yeah, y'all. Definitely. Freestyle Friday. Whatever y'all want to talk about, ask the Smoothie King about. Let me know. Let me know, man. Let me know what's on y'all mind, and we could chop it up. It's Friday night, fight week, Killer B, old girl down there. She down there going off on everybody, trying to fight everybody. Yeah. Kim down there going hard. She down there going hard, talking about fighting the men and, you know, crazy. Crazy. She really going off. If she 9 o'clock all alone, paging you, wishing you come over my place after a while. The Genuine of the Rize podcast. So anxious. Meet him at 11:30. I love it when you're talking dirty, 'cause I'm so anxious. What's going on, Kai? Not they still looking, champ. Thomas Hill in the building. What's going on, champ? I call him the preacher. Thomas Hill in the building. Yeah, man, what y'all want to chop it up about tonight? Let me know. Let me know what's on y'all mind, yo. Yeah, old Kim down there going hard. Y'all can ask me anything y'all want. I got the crystal ball. Crystal ball Friday night with the Smoothie King. If Keyshawn stopped Dela Santos, do we put him next to Shakur since everybody got core number one at 135? Well, some do. If he do Dela Santos dirty, but you know how it is, man. He ain't been fighting. It's always gonna be an excuse. He ain't been fighting, came off an injury. If he stop him, if he beat him bad, they're gonna find a way to criticize Keyshawn. Y'all, there go the link. Thanks all Assets International. He at work holding it down. There go the link, y'all. When y'all come in, we ain't talking to no dots. So feel free to press the link. Come on in, ask the Smoothie King. Let's talk about this boxing. Brooklyn BZ. Hey, coach, do you think it's a good look for all these smaller fighters to be moving up? Yeah, yeah, man. What we gotta understand is that people grow out of the weight class. You know what I mean? And it's essential that they move up, man. Shit, if I was fighting, if I could fight in 3 weight classes, I would. I'd get that money. Long as I stay active. It's all about staying active. All right, y'all, we live at the fights. Behind the scenes, Lip Ball Swami, aka the Bible, in the building. It's showtime.
What's
Coach,
up?
what's going on, champ?
Ain't up, just getting back to the room for real.
Yeah, I seen old girl zapping out.
Man, she funny as shit, boys.
Yeah, she was trying to fight the men.
She remind me, you ever watch Bugs Bunny and the Tasmanian Devil be running around and shit?
Yeah.
That's what she remind me of. What the fuck?
old girl was spazzing out, yo.
Man, she got a lot of energy, boy. Good lord.
Yeah, that's good though. She burning all her energy before fight night. She gonna be worn out fight night. She gonna sleep good tonight.
Good lord.
She ain't stopped. She down there trying to fight the guys too.
Yeah, she said, I fight men too. Give me one of them, what you call them, light skin. Something that's too funny as shit.
Yo, she hilarious, yo.
He picking on every motherfucker like a loose dog running around biting people and shit.
Yo, she going. Yo, but on a real tip though, she bad chill. She run across the right people, boy. You know how that'll end.
Hey, she gotta get in that ring tomorrow night. See.
Yeah. All right, let me bring them in, y'all. Y'all already know, faithful companion of the Rize podcast, boxing historian, father, husband, cat lover, and scholar of the sport. Let's bring them in, y'all, from Boogie Down Productions. Always getting paid. We take out these songs and make it better. Remember, do what I think in your skin. Then you begin to wrestle and the queen.
Criminal minded, youth and blinded, looking for a style like mine, can't find it. What's going on, Coach K? What's going on, Squeeze?
What's
Ain't
going
Squeeze,
nothing.
I
on?
missed you. I've been gone for like a week.
Yeah,
Just cool.
seemed like forever.
Yeah, man. Been under the weather. You know how it is when you got little ones, when they go to school with the other germy kids and they
Yeah,
don't be washing their hands, doing all
yeah,
this. Then they want to
yeah.
lay up under you.
Look at you.
Yeah, you know how
Yep.
that is, man.
You
What's
happy now, ain't you?
Oh man, I'm feeling so much better. But you know how that is. I can't tell him nothing when he's spry, but as soon as he ain't feeling well, he want to lay up under me. That's when he want to be all around me, be all up under me.
yeah,
Get on
What's
the
your thoughts
court,
on this
man.
weekend though?
See where you at.
yeah.
What was that?
I was saying, what's y'all thoughts on
Coach
this
Kenny
weekend with
down
the
there
whole
now at the fights.
Killer Beast fighting tomorrow night, right?
Yeah. She fight tomorrow night. And what's the big UK fight tomorrow night too?
Yeah, Ben and Eubank.
Yeah.
H
H2O gonna be fighting too?
H2O fight
Yeah,
on
he
me
the
and them
main
cards.
event. He the main event. Then you got Vargas, the co-main event.
Man, I'm excited to see him back in the ring because he was getting busy in that fight with Lucas Body. He just got caught.
Yeah.
When that fight we got knocked out, he was doing his thing though. It was one-sided up until that point.
I didn't see it, but I definitely heard about it.
Nah, he was putting the beats on that dude, Coach Kenny. It was one-sided ass whooping. That dude ain't win a single round up until that point. Caught him with one clean shot.
Wow.
But that's why we watch the fights, man, because sometimes even the better guy, he could lose. You know what I'm saying? Boxing like that. Like,
Yeah. For sure.
could have all the skills in the world, be doing your thing, and only take one shot, and then just change the
That's
whole
what I'm
fight.
saying, yo. That's crazy,
Where you
yo.
at?
Because he
For
was
real?
styling on Lucas' body. He was in there,
You
he was
gained
getting
4
loose, fighting with
pounds.
his hands
4.5
down, jabbing,
pounds.
stepping around him, hitting him with combinations. Got caught with one shot and just fight was over after that.
Do you think? Fatigue played a part in him getting clipped? And because I noticed, like being in there when you fresh, everybody coming out the gate. That's why you heard us saying front runner a lot,
Oh yeah.
because people
I don't
tend to
know.
their
I don't know if he
punches
was tired
tend
though,
to
man.
it was did he look like a Daisio in the second half?
He did a little bit, but this is the question I was about to ask you, Squeeze, and I was going to ask Coach Kenny the same thing. Do you think that sometimes that's where you got to be more locked in when you winning decisively? Like it seemed like he was winning. The fight was so easy that he kind of just had a lapse and just kind of fell asleep behind the wheel for a second.
Yeah, you gotta stay alert at all times. The person you fighting train for you just as hard as you train for him. You get a landslide and you get too relaxed and forget that motherfucker there to catch you. And that's when he catch you. Boom.
That's
You
what it
know?
looked more like to me, Squeeze, because he ain't look tired. He wasn't huffing and puffing. His movement didn't start to stagnate or whatever. He was doing his thing, and he just had a lapse. He just had that one little lapse. He got like too relaxed for a second, got caught with a shot, and just didn't recover. But he was winning that fight easy, easy. It's a
Dang.
shame. Glad to see him back in the mix, though.
Yeah,
Glad to
that
see him
sounds
back
like
in
a
the
pretty
mix.
good card, Coach Kenny.
Yeah.
You
Got
turn
decent
your
undercut.
TV down. Somebody TV up too loud.
Let's see if it's this one.
You see what Stretched Out
I'm hearing
said?
the
It's like he
TV
was shadow
behind this
boxing, but then the shadow hit him
scene.
back. That's what it looked like. He was just
You still
busy.
here?
And
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I turned
Oh, that's somebody talking.
that's me on the phone.
All right. It's all
Run that
good.
damn mouth.
Yeah. So Melody Queen say she try to make the fight tomorrow. She gonna try to make the fight.
I appreciate it. We got quite a few people coming down.
Why you mad? Toya say who you got tomorrow, Coach Kenny? You ain't been wrong yet.
Oh man, I'm going with
She say Chris or Ben, help her out.
Eubanks. Chris Eubanks. I like Ben, but I'm going with Chris Eubanks.
Ooh,
how we
that
feeling about
out.
the weight, though? You seen the weight situation today?
Yeah, I seen that weigh in, man. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, he had to weigh in a couple times.
You
He had to
talking
Did he
weigh in
about
a
finally
couple
you
make
times.
it?
talking about Chris Eubanks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him in that
That
body
was a
talk.
crazy find though. They found him. He was off weight. He missed weight by a half ounce, Squeeze, by a half
Right.
ounce, and then they hit him up for 500,000
What?
Yeah.
for a half an ounce.
Mayor opponent came in heavy. I charged her $100 a pound.
See, that's reasonable though. 100,000 a pound. He missed weight by a half an ounce. He came in at like 160.005. He was a half ounce over the limit. They were supposed
It's
to weigh in at
different levels.
160.
Look, different money being made. You know what I'm saying? It's a professional sport. The more you make, the more they take.
True indeed. This is true indeed. Yeah, I learned that when I seen what's the name sanctioning fees, man, when he
Oh, I
defended his
wonder
belt
why they
against
make
Joe
it at a
Parker.
catchment.
Yeah.
They was trying to make it at a catch weight, but it seemed like Eubank wasn't trying to budge because you got to remember Eubank, he a career 160 guy. Conor Ben is 147. He just moved up to 154, like his last two fights. So I guess instead of trying to make it meet somewhere in the middle, Ben came in pretty good too. He was like 156, I think, like 156 on the nose. He was like 4 pounds under the limit.
I ain't gonna stay on long. I gotta show me this knockout punch to work on tomorrow before it get too late. We got gloves and shit down in the
Okay,
room working
coach.
on shit.
Tell me and handle her business.
Yeah,
Tell me
it's to handle your
don't
business, man.
don't rush the knockout. The knockout gonna come to you. You know what I mean?
Already.
I know your father and them telling you, but this from the Upton extended family. You ain't even gotta look for her. You ain't gotta look for her. Just sit down on that punch. And I know your father put together and Calvin a nice, masterful game plan. So just watch out for that wild stuff she gonna be doing from northeast, southeast. She gonna be acting like she throwing a baseball tomorrow.
It's gonna be crazy tomorrow, man. It's gonna be
Yeah.
something to see.
Seeing you say knock her head off her shoulders, killer. All right, coach. Handle y'all business. Get some rest.
My man, I'll see y'all tomorrow, here.
All right.
All right.
How you feeling about the weight though, Squeeze? You think it's gonna play a factor?
The way he fought to make that weight, it was like a do or die situation. Like, he was exasperated. Now,
Big time.
Everybody body different, but I'm gonna tell you like this, yo. I mean, I done cut weight, especially when I throw the sauna suit on. But them guys professional, but if you're not hydrating properly and putting the right sodium back in your body and stuff like that, like I say, they professionals. So hopefully, as soon as he got off that scale, they was putting the right electrolytes in him. He get to eat, and he needs to get some good rest. He don't need to even talk to nobody. He needs to get under the covers, eat a nice the day. He need to eat a nice healthy meal full of electric minerals. Then tomorrow, eat a nice healthy meal early in the day, nothing sloppy, so it can mess with his stomach come fight night later on that night. And because he got re-energized. And he
I
only
mean, you
got
smoothie king, Squeeze. So I gotta ask you, if you in a situation you got a fighter like that, he had a rough weight cut. On top of that, they got a 10-pound rehydration clause. So to your point about not eating something sloppy, what does the pre-fight meal look like? Because he has to have the second day weigh-in tomorrow, and he can't come in past that 10-pound limit. So he
they
got to
on
have
his
something right.
they on his ass. So I would just probably, but for him, we'd do a kale and kale, spinach, a banana smoothie. A kale, spinach, banana smoothie. And we get him that when he get off the scale, electrolyte. If I get him to eat something after he got off the scale, because now shit, we gonna have to weigh him the next morning too, before he hit the scale again. So damn, this motherfucker. We definitely probably would have nothing really solid. He can't do no solid. I think we probably could just do a healthy smoothie, enriched with vitamins and minerals to replenish his electrolytes in his body and his minerals that his body need to replenish and restore.
True indeed. Keep it light, and then after the second weigh-in, then he could probably have something a little bit more, something to sustain him. You know what I mean? Something
Yeah,
after the second weigh-in.
yeah,
But
that's
that first
crazy.
weigh, I agree with you. He got to have something light, but not only light, but it also got to be nutritious, because that's the one thing, like you just mentioned about the minerals and the vitamins and all that stuff. That's the part that kind of gets glossed over when it comes to cutting weight. Folks always
Yeah.
talk about rehydration, but your body can't even rehydrate properly if you don't have enough
Nope.
sodium to retain the water.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be in and out. You got to be
Yeah.
able to retain some of that. But in his case, he can't retain too much, because if he mess around and he blows through that 10-pound limit, that's another fine. He already got hit up 500,000 today for the half ounce. So he blow through
Man,
that second day weigh. That's
I
another
think
fine.
that's excessive though. That's
Yeah.
excessive. That's absurd, and it's obsessive.
You heard what Coach Kenny just said. You know, Mia's opponent came in overweight. They charged 100,000 per pound. Per pound. This man got charged $500,000 for 5 ounces. For 5 ounces.
That's
You would have
ridiculous,
swore that the
man.
man came in at like 163, 164, 165, like he was way over the limit.
That's
He missed
absurd.
about 5 ounces, yo.
That's ridiculous, yo.
Yeah, they stacking the deck against that dude, man.
Shit, 500,000, boy. I could quit my job and work for my damn self.
Oh yeah.
500,000 in the bank. Shoot, I get my little business going that I was always talking about doing. I get my mobile car wash, the Smoothie King mobile car wash. You know what I mean? I start out doing it myself. Get me one good helper. You know what I mean? Get me one good helper. And we get out there, get them contracts, hit the block, file them taxes, have me somebody sit down, do my taxes, and live off some of that interest and grind. Put away for retirement. You know what I mean? Take my grandkids, vacation, little amusement parks. I want to do that this summer with my grandkids and my 2 kids. We need to rent a van, jump on the highway, just us. My son, my daughter, and my grandkids. Probably take somebody else, a daughter, something, and we hit the road. Make sure I got me another driver with me too. I don't gotta do all the driving duties, and take some pictures, plenty of pictures. Yep, that's all you got. Memories.
Man, I've been wanting to go on a road trip for the longest time. Furthest west I ever been was what is that? Missouri, Kansas City. So if I ever got the chance, I want to go on like a real road trip, not just passing through. I used to drive down to Alabama all the time. You know, you pass through Tennessee and Virginia and West Virginia. I mean, like I want to go to these different places, stop there, eat, attend some type of event, yada yada yada. My guy Rize says it's not absurd because they are professionals. I hear you, but we talking about 5 ounces though at the same time. And then also, from my understanding, he asked if he could go use the restroom so he could urinate. That was probably 5 ounces right there, but he was denied that.
Wow.
So I mean, it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear that they were looking for the advantage. Because Conor Ben, he'd been fighting at 154 his past 2 fights. He came in at 156. So this was nothing for him to make this. And then also, I got to give the man credit because he tried. Him being off by 5 ounces, it shows that he made a concerted effort to make weight. But
yeah, man.
like you just said in the box, man, they're human beings. At some point, that weight is just going to stop coming off. And if you seen the way he looked, he was cut up. You could see every muscle, every fiber in his midsection. What else was he going to lose?
Yeah.
That man is probably depleted. So he gotta make sure tomorrow is going to be crucial. Tomorrow is going to be crucial. Like that first meal that he has before the second win, because he got to get something in his system. He has to. He got to get something in the system. So I think that smoothie idea is a fantastic idea. Start with that, make it to the second weigh-in, and then after the second weigh-in, Get something reasonable. Don't go all out though. He can't pull a Roberto Duran, because that's where Roberto Duran made the mistake against Sugar Ray Leonard the second time around. Roberto Duran, he had, I think it was like 3 months to lose like 40 pounds or something like that. It's like a few weeks to lose 40 pounds for the rematch, because he was partying out there in Panama after he won the first fight. It was a quick turnaround. He was drained. And then he made the mistake of eating like 3 steaks before the fight, Squeeze, and had stomach
Dang,
cramps.
kid.
You can't do all that. So
Yeah, but at that point and juncture of Roberto's career, he was on his way out mentally. He already checked out mentally. And then you said Panama. Do you know how Panamanians party down there? Every damn day it's a festival, every weekend. It's a damn, you know what I mean? It's like, if you look that up on YouTube, you will see they don't play when it come to partying. Yeah. They wake up in the morning and say good morning to each other with a dance and a drink in their hands. So, yeah, definitely.
but yeah, he can't pull one of those. Don't wake up tomorrow, try to eat no crazy big meal off the rip. No, make it through that second weigh-in, and then after that, don't indulge. But he needs something that's going to sustain him. As far as the actual fight is concerned, I'd like to see him fight in a fashion similar to the rematch with Liam Smith when he had Bo Mack in his corner. Chris Eubank, that is. When he had Bo Mack in his corner, he was on point. He was sharp as attack, very fundamentally sound, kept his hands up. I'm not sure if you've seen the first fight, but he was in there. He had Roy Jones in his corner. He was trying to do his best Roy Jones impersonation, fighting with his hands down and all that. Ended up getting clipped. That's the only time he got stopped. Was the first fight against Liam Smith. But he was in there trying to fight like Roy Jones. I like the way Bo Mack had him fighting. Had him fighting real responsible, steady behind that jab, countering nice with the uppercut to the body and all that stuff. He was doing good work. Then Conor Ben is probably more dynamic, especially him being the smaller guy coming up. He's probably going to have the speed advantage there. So I think it's going to be of utmost importance for him to stay responsible. Don't be out there trying to make it a war with this dude. Just, you got the height advantage, reach advantage. Keep him at the end of the jab. Break him down. Conor Ben, he don't got the greatest gas tank himself. You seen that fight that he had with Pete Dobson? He was looking a little shaky in the back half of that fight. Some people got their speculations. You know, he was taking the eggs. I don't know if you remember. He had popped dirty for performing enhancement drugs, Squeeze, a couple years ago. Conor Ben, and then he said that he had tainted eggs. He said that's what caused him to fail that test, because he had some eggs. And then before that, he was knocking everybody out. After he test positive, he ain't have a knockout since. And that's why in the press conference, Eubank smacked him in the face with the egg, like as a taunt. Eubank smacked him in the face with an egg.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's why he smacked him with the egg. He was taunting him for that line that he said. Like, I don't know about eggs enhancing nobody's performance like that. We seen Rocky drink eggs in the movie, but it wasn't crazy like that. But I don't know. That's what Conor Ben said. Conor Ben said he had eggs, and that's what made him fail that drug test. He ain't have a knockout since. We don't know. I don't know. So we'll see.
That's crazy, man. I don't know, man. It's hard to really speak on, because, like, when you like an athlete and you training your body to get the best results, you supplementing and all of that. it's tough. It's tough, really, to gauge if you put somebody in charge of that, getting you the right supplements and stuff, and they fail you. It's not a good look. When I don't know, man. It's just not. And then you say that afterwards he ain't knocked nobody out after he got popped. It's the people gonna let you know about it. The people has spoken. They gonna let you know about it. You was knocking everybody out, then you got popped, and you ain't knocked nobody out since then. It's just
Optically, it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Mythically, it's not a good look, yo. It's not a good look. I mean, I've been back working out real heavy. For the last, I've been back working out for the last. I'm gonna say the last. What's this? April coming into May. The end of February. The end of February. And so are we talking 8 weeks, 9 weeks? And before I go to the gym, I'm making sure I'm doing my protein. I do my protein, and that's it. My protein shake. I might do a pre-workout, and the main thing is protein. Getting the right protein in your body to be able to, the amino acids that's important, to be able to get the best out of your routine. I came back in at 170. When I started back, I was 178. I'm down to 9 weeks. I'm down to 64. I'm at 164. Yeah. So I'm shooting for, God willing, I'm shooting for 150 to 55 by my birthday. So July 5th, that's what I'm shooting for. 150, 155. But making sure I'm putting the right proteins. I gotta get some new vitamins too. And just, I eat right. I eat real good. Watermelon, a lot of vegetables. You know, and rest. Gotta get rest when you can. Yeah. The body will heal itself when you get that rest. Yep. So, but yeah, man. Who you like? You think H2O gonna be able to pull it off?
I gotta see who he's fighting. I don't even know who he's fighting. I'm about to look it up right now as we speak.
Yeah, H2O. Melody Queen 27. That's good, coach. Keep up the good work. I'm back on my juicing. Hoping that will help me too. Got my first seeded watermelon this week. Shoot, your first seeded watermelon? That's all I eat, Melody Queen, all year long. Watermelon, but this the best time. When I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to get some watermelon from the market. 8 in the morning. Yep. Going to get my watermelon for tomorrow, and I got to get some new vitamins, some fresh vitamins, the ones I got old, and to throw them out.
Yeah, I think he should win this fight. No disrespect to his opponent, but it's pretty clear, like, that this is a get right fight. This is a guy he got 8 losses and he's been stopped in 4 of them, and he's on a little bit of a skid right now. He lost his last 2 fights. He got stopped in his last 2 fights. Nicholas Polanco, which I'm not upset about it because Ashley Silva is still a prospect. I mean, he only got 12 fights under his belt. and he got knocked out in his last one. It was emphatic. So you don't want to just rush him back and have him fighting the killer. Kind of want to just let him get his feet wet, get his confidence back, get some of the rust off, because it has been almost a year since that last fight. It was in 2024.
Being out of the ring, getting back in, it's um timing,
Right.
fight when the best, I'd say the best way, me personally, as a coach, is to get light spawn on your way back in. Make sure you come do all the cardio, the jump rope, the explosive shadow boxing, the core work, the squats, legs, shadow boxing, moving. It's a lot, guys. But you gotta be a willing participant, and you got it's mental too. You gotta have a mental swag about you when it comes to boxing. You really gotta tell yourself that you the best at what you do, and then you gotta put the work in and training. Don't overwork yourself, but put the work in training. And once you hit the football field, you could perform like you at the gym, and it's a lot that goes into it. Definitely.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford just said something similar on Shannon Sharp's show. He was talking about how he had to learn about, putting the work in, because as an amateur, he said there was one fight that he lost where the guy was not better than him skill wise, but the guy never stopped punching. He was saying this dude's conditioning was impeccable, and he just lost that fight just because he couldn't keep up with the guy. So that point about just getting the conditioning right, that's of extreme importance, man. Conditioning is it probably go a lot further than any other thing, honestly, because the conditioning is not just the physical part; it's also the mental part. So
Yeah,
you putting in that work, even when you do get tired. If you're able to push through it, that's something that you can lean on. So then when it gets sticky, under the lights, and you be like, all right, well, I know what it's like to push through pain. Like, I know what it's like to push through fatigue, and not getting sloppy, not waning, or as they say, not letting fatigue make a coward out of you. It's like, even if I'm tired, I'm gonna still do the right things because I'm conditioned to do so. And you know how Muhammad Ali used to say he didn't start counting his sit-ups until they burn. He said that's when you start counting the sit-ups, when they start burning. Everything else before that don't count. So yeah, man, I would like to see where Ashton Silva is at. I mean, hopefully he had a good camp on his way back to the ring, because he is a very talented young fighter. And yeah, I want to see him get right. I want to see him get back in the mix. I want to see him get back in the mix.
definitely, man. You got and like I tell everybody, most of the adults, they get back to the gym, and I mean, you got people, they I'm just gonna keep it a buck. They was small, and then they let their self go, not eating right, eating snacks late, cookies, chips, sodas, juice, and their body just go crazy on them. I tell them, they say, squeeze, how you do it? I gotta have meat, or I just can't eat no uh mushrooms, and I say, hey man, is do or die. You gotta tell yourself, man, And me, I'm always challenging myself of what I put in my body and how I feel after I put certain things in my body. Is this good for you? Or make good choices. It's all about making good choices. The most thing I miss the most is my fried chicken and my seafood. I was definitely a seafood lover. Yeah, fried chicken and seafood. I ain't really do too much of the beef hamburgers and the little hot dog here, little hamburger, but my thing was chicken and seafood. But now my mushroom is my meat. The mall for breakfast. I'm hitting to the market. I'm getting some watermelon and I'm getting some pomegranate tart juice for my drink. The organic tart, that tarty shit. And
That's how I drink my cranberry juice. I don't drink like the ocean spray, none of that stuff, like the
no,
cranberry juice cocktail and all that.
yeah. And I treat myself. I make a fried rice with my vegetables and my mushroom over brown rice, and that's it. I like my carbonated water too, sparkling water in the blue bottle. I drink that a lot too. And then I'm in here in the room.
The Saratoga water?
I can't remember the name. I know it's in the dark blue bottle.
The blue bottle, yeah. That's Saratoga. I never had it. How is it?
I get it out of the market. I love it. It hits you right here, but I love it. And I squeeze a lemon in it. And when I be feeling good, I'm in here. I pick my dumbbells up. You know what I mean? I play with them a little bit. I got them in the room. My dumbbells.
I got a pair right now by my feet.
Play with them. You know what I mean? Play with them dumbbells.
Keep them over there on my feet.
What's them, Ant?
These is 15s, and I got a pair of 20s over there.
That you really don't need. I got 20s, man. I done probably had these for 20 years. But my shoulder over here a little tweaked. But yeah, man. Play with them while I'm in here, do some dumbbell curls. Just stay active. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I switch them up. For me, it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm doing like squats and presses and stuff like that, I like to use the 20s. But if I'm doing like tricep extensions where you got to like bring the arm back like that,
yeah, you don't need all that.
They're more comfortable.
You don't need all of that. Yeah, all you want with them is isolation. Yeah, but what you think about Ramirez and Devin Haney? You think Devin Haney?
I like the way Devin Haney looking, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I was watching that On the Ground on the Zone, and I seen that young man. He's in camp. He's eating full meals and all this stuff. Somebody alluded to it before, but when he was at 135, you seen he was looking a little like Michael Jackson in Thriller. Face all sunken in, cheekbones protruding out, and he was killing himself after a while to make that 140, make that 135, and then even at 140, he was looking a little ragged on the scale. But I like the fact that, now at 147, he looked like he doing more strength and conditioning. Got himself a nutritionist. I'm not sure if you've seen that recent photo of him, but he was cut up. I was like, yo, he looked good to be, he's like 2 weeks out from the fight? Or is it 1 week out? Is it next weekend?
Yeah.
So he's looking good. I don't know what's going on with Jose Ramirez. I know this is his first fight at 147. He's a career 140 pounder. I think he got like 30 fights under his belt at 140. And he's starting to get up there in age. I think he's like on the brink of like 33 or something like that. He's a hell of a fighter. Like I like his fighting spirit. He one of them dudes where when he come to fight, he come to fight. He ain't trying to play with you. It ain't like he just gonna be in there just trying to outbox you. He comes to fight. The dude let his hands go. But I think that Devin, I think the youth and his athleticism, I think it's gonna carry him through the fight. I think he's gonna be real swift on his feet. He got a pretty good jab. I think he's gonna stay behind that. And I think he's just gonna just outpoint this dude. I got Devin Haney winning pretty comfortably, and it's no slight to Ramirez. Because, like I said, I think Ramirez is a hell of a fighter, but I just think that Devin Haney, the athleticism is going to be a little bit too much for him. Because I just seen him in the fight that he had with Barboza, and it's not to use a triangle theory of any sort, but he seemed to have issues with Barboza's mobility, and Barboza ain't moving like how Devin Haney is moving. So it was like if it was a struggle for you to cut the ring off against this guy, I'm just gonna go out there on the limb. I'm gonna make an ass out of myself and assume that it's gonna be as much of a challenge for him to try to cut the ring off against Devin Haney, who got even faster feet than Barboza does.
I'm looking at it a little different from how you looking at it. To me, Devin don't move enough for me. Sometimes Devin get in the habit of fighting heavy-footed, and that's when he gets caught a lot. To me, if Devin was moving like he's supposed to in the Ryan Garcia fight, it probably would have saved him and prolonged the fight a little longer. But Devin wasn't moving his head off the line. I just need to see something, Devin. Devin Haney, make a fool of me.
I agree with that point because I was talking about that with somebody the other day. Because the one thing I noticed with Dev is like he'll slip to his right, but then he don't roll. You know what I mean? So it's like he'll just slip to the right, then his head pop right back up on the line. He slips to his right, then his head pop right back up on the line. It's like, yo, if you slip and then roll underneath and come out on the other side, that's why like Ryan Garcia was able to hit him with a lot of right hands because every time he slipped to his right, Ryan Garcia was punching down. He was chopping with the right hand, coming on top of it. You look at Dev's face at the end of the fight, whole left side of his face was swollen out the head. So I definitely agree with that as far as like his head movement is concerned. With the footwork, I think the best fight we might have seen from him is probably the Regis Prograis fight. That was a very responsible fight from Devin Haney. He was a sniper in that fight. He even dropped Regis twice, I believe. I know he dropped him early on, caught him with a clean right hand, just stopped on the dime right down the pipe. But he did what he was supposed to do against Regis Prograis. You in there with a guy who can't match you in terms of mobility and agility, then just keep moving. But I do agree with you that he has shown the tendency in the past, like the fight with Jojo Diaz. You got Jojo Diaz, small ass dude coming up from 126. You're supposed to keep him at the end of the stick and keep moving like Larry Holmes. Why the hell are you sitting there and just planting your feet?
I always said the Spawn Devin looked better than the Fight Night Dev. That's why I started liking Devin when I was seeing Shakur and him spawn all these different guys, and I was told he was picking the spawn partners correct. I'm not agreeing with that. Work is work, movement is movement. I was just salivating of seeing what he was doing in training camp and Spawn transcending that to the ring come fight night. And I'm looking like, dude, you was moving in Spawn. Like, you get in the fight and act like you never practiced the moving. Like, dude, move. Work the jab. Use your feet. Get out of range. Keep it simple, Devin Haney. Keep it simple. You're doing too much. Use your feet. If you got good feet, use your feet to get you out of trouble. Floyd did it for decades. Be the counter puncher. Be a thinker in there. Devin, shit, you owe me. You owe me. You owe me. That's all I'm gonna say, Devin. You owe me. I won it against Ramirez, seasoned veteran. I don't give a damn how old Ramirez is. He ain't over the hill. He ain't over the hill old. No. So, you know, I need to see a great performance from Devin Haney fight night.
I think he's gonna bounce back strong, man. I got a good feeling about him. I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, hey, that's all we can do.
I got a good feeling though that he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back strong.
Well, it's kind of tough when the people booing you walking down the arena, man. For that suing Ryan crap, people went crazy on him over that. But it is what it is. But hey, man, everybody in the chat, we ain't forgot about y'all. Me and Ant just was chopping it up. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation, the content. Ant been under the weather. That's why I ain't been in here, you know, doing his fatherly duties with his son, paving and carving that legacy with his kids. You can't get those days back. Yesterday was yesterday, and I'll never see yesterday again. So it's important that he be there for his kids when he has to. That's more important than anything. Hell of a boxing show tonight. Great content. Everybody in the chat, love you guys. Keep tuning in. Everybody smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Closing arguments, and
same as always, small things, all things. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. And in the immortal words of the Bible, love over hate.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard him. It's your boy, Coach Squeeze, a.k.a. the Smoothie King, our brother from another mother, Aunt McQueen, Limp Ball Swami, and Killer B. Handling y'all business tomorrow night. All Access International on the turntables. Right back at y'all with another one. Love y'all, man. Have a blessed weekend. Have fun. Enjoy life like tomorrow is not promised to you. I love y'all. Peace.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Nietzsche in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. Now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga. For my life,